Watch what's approaching, the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
Okay, so the hype train is here. Everybody hop on board. A lot of exciting stuff is about to drop, so I have not looked at any of the information yet. This is the first time looking through it, and I want to cover all of the schedule as well as the missions, which I'll translate individually, as well as, the overall news that has come out for the Tanabata Celebration for 2020. So, of course, we all know about the LR Kaioken Blue Goku, as well as the Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, and a few other units that have come out, and we'll talk about that as well. But let's go ahead and talk about the actual campaign schedule. I believe, let's see, one of these, alright, so the top one is a mission, so I'll cover that next. Let's go ahead and cover the campaign schedule itself. Alright, a lot of stuff is coming out, and looks like it is going to be similar to last year where it's split into 3 parts. So right now it'll be part 1. We're going to have 2 Dokkan Fests coming up, so 2 different Dokkan Fests are coming up. Likely, one will be the LR Kaioken Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. The other will be the Tanabata Wish, Dokkan Fest, where it includes like literally 30 units featured, but it will include the 5-year LR Gogeta Blue and Vegeta Blue. So it's a little bit tricky on that one, but at least they're going to be on the banner. But the good thing about that is they will actually be available with the red coins. So that'll be worthwhile thing to think about. All right, so the Dokkan Fest itself, the Tanabata Dokkan Fest will be coming out on July 7th. The actual LR Kaioken Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta banner should be coming up very soon, within the next less than 24 hours. I heard it's coming out basically late tonight. So we'll see, what exact time that is with that. But again, Vegito and Gogeta are going to be on that Tanabata Dokkan Fest. Again, be a little bit wary of that because there are literally, I think last year there was close to 30 featured units with a bunch of, they're good units, but when you have that abundance of features, it's really hard to pinpoint it. So basically, if you do have the red coins, it's probably worthwhile, more so to just invest in the red coins for that. Alright, along with that, we do have the wish strips as well, where you can pick out I believe up to 7 units out of a list of 77, similar to how it's always been. Purunga is also coming back as well. Alright, so login bonuses are, pretty typical stuff, I would imagine. Okay, so it looks like, it is 3 different missions. So we have a first half, second half, so I wonder what the last series of missions are, but I will at least cover the part 1 missions right after looking over the schedule. Alright, here we go. So this is basically the Dokkan Fest coming out. Yeah, it's literally June 30th, so yeah, it'll be less than 24 hours until this comes out. This one right here, Dokkan Fest にて登場する新 SSR、スーパーサイヤ人ゴッド SS 孫悟空&スーパーサイヤ人ゴッド SS ベジータと新クリリンは7月7日より開幕予定の七夕ドッカンフェスでも登場します。So similar to how it's always been, these guys will be on the Tanabata Dokkan Fest banner as well. You might actually consider going on that banner instead of this one, but the problem is, again, there are literally so many units featured on this banner right here, where if you're actually looking for these guys, then it's better to just pinpoint it, because a less featured list means higher chances of actually pulling those units. I don't know the exact featured unit list, but it is pretty extensive. From what I remember last year, it was close to 30, so just keep that in mind when considering how to go about summoning. Alright, so this is the all-out category, which is the new one coming out with the new unit. That's the discount category banner for that. Elder Kai banner, not really that important, so we don't really need to dive into that. Hopefully, they do have some really, really good sales here. I need to actually re-up my stone count a little bit, because I do want to go somewhat heavier on the Dokkan Fest coming up here. And the other thing to note too, right, is part 2 could be potentially the LR. I mean, obviously Jiren is what people are speculating will be coming out as part 2. So you kind of have to think ahead of time, you plan ahead a little bit of how many stones you have available and how many you want to reserve potentially for part 2. So, it does kind of, it's a little bit of a dilemma, but either way, it's good to think ahead about it. Alright, again, Purunga will be available The Tanabata pickup, 77 units. I'll take a look at the Baba shop to see if the list of units are available or not. Again, the Dokkan event available for the new LR, obviously, and then the Kaioken Blue Strength Type Goku unit Dokkan event will be available every day as well. Potentially because medals, the medals required for these guys are part of that as well. Looks like this one's available every day too, and this one's every day. So I would imagine to get these guys to the LR state, you would need medals from these Dokkan events. Otherwise, I wouldn't see why they would, specify that these events would be available every day. So that's my guess. All right, the 28th season for Dokkan Battlefield will be coming back. That'll be on June 30th at 5 p.m. JP time. So that means literally everything should be dropping at the same time. Story event returning, and then the new event stage will be available for this as well. Of course, Extreme Z areas for the free-to-play strength type Rivian, as well as the two units over here that are new. I don't really remember the name of these guys, so either way, it's EZA, Extreme Z area for these guys. Alright, for this one, it's pretty much, let's see, I guess the Dokkan events will pretty much be all available every day is my guess here. They do have a couple of notes about certain things here, but it's not really that important or relevant, so I'm not going to cover that. The Extreme Z area for the Chibi units are available, so the Kid Broly as well as Kid Vegeta and Kid Raditz. The story event for the 3 Saiyans is also available, and the Dragon Ball Super story event available for all these guys, where you can basically farm the free-to-play units. And here we go. We have the first 120% Extreme Z Awakening, and of course a lot of people thought this was going to happen, but it'll be the Tech Super Saiyan 3 Broly, which is the very first EZA for the 120% leads. So we are going into a new era of the EZAs. So this will be the very first one, and yeah, I guess the category advantage will be Siblings Bond, because there's a discount category banner for that. So yeah, things are definitely moving in that direction. And then another Extreme Z battle. Looks like Topo and Dispo are getting Extreme Z Awakening, so that's definitely what's up. The Topo unit is obviously a great support on certain categories, and the fact that this unit's getting an Extreme Z Awakening, that's very good news. I think it'll be a lot more viable to run, a little bit less of a liability, I hope, with the upgrades. So that is definitely what's up. A lot of good stuff here for sure. Yeah, certainly excited about it. All right, let's go over to the missions themselves and cover some of the information here. So again, these are split into 3 sets of missions, or 3 parts, I guess, and I'll be covering the first set right here. So, special stickers and all that, this is all included in the second half or whatever, so that's what's up, but, not really too important. Let's just go through the limited missions for the first part, first half, I mean. So this is basically exchange, a gem or whatever in the Baba shop once, you'll get that wish strip. Basically acquire a free-to-play unit, you'll get a Hercule statue. Clear a story event once and you'll get these awakening medals. Clear a story event 5 times, you'll also get more awakening medals here. Clear a story event 10 times, you'll get the Z-Sword training item. Clear a story event 15 times, you'll get the awakening medals as well. Clear a story event 20 times, 1 Dragonstone. Consume up to 100 ACT or stamina, you'll get 2 of the Sleeping Kais. 250 ACT or stamina consumption, you'll get a Dragonstone. And then basically all the complete at least 7 of these missions up here, and you'll get 7 Dragonstones out of that. This one right here is clear a Dokkan event once, 3 of the Gravity Chamber training locations. Clear a Dokkan event 3 times, you'll get Sleeping Kais, 2 of those. Clear a Dokkan event 5 times, 3 Dragonstones. Clear a Dokkan event 10 times, and you'll get 5 Dragonstones out of that. Basically clear with a specified category with at least 3 of those units included, you'll get the Supreme Kai and Elder Kai medal. Do the same for 5 times, you'll get the training swords. Clear 5 times with no damage, Hercule statue, consume at least 500 ACT, 3 Dragonstones, consume at least 777 ACT, you'll get the wish strip. Complete at least 7 of those, you'll get 7 Dragonstones as well. These are all related to Extreme Z Battle, so Clear it once, 3 times, 5 times, 7 times, 10 times, and 15 times, and you'll get all those rewards. And actually, it's a pretty decent amount of Dragonstones here. You've got 12, 14, so 15 Dragonstones just by clearing EZA stages, plus you get, up to 30 stones with the Extreme Z Battle stages themselves. Alright, clear 10 times with no damage, you'll get a Hercule statue. Clear or consume at least 1000 ACT or stamina, you'll get a West Strip as well. 1500 ACT or stamina, you'll get 5 Dragonstones and the Grand Kai. And then complete 7 of those sets of missions, and you'll get 7 Dragonstones out of that. So decent amount of Dragonstones are given out. This is actually a pretty interesting hyped up period. I'm actually quite surprised. They're going pretty good with this. So we do have a news. So let's see if it's actually available or not. I don't think so. They're probably waiting on it, but yeah, it's not out just yet. So once it becomes available, then I will definitely cover it with the details on all the units available with the wish strips. But for the time being, I did want to cover as many news as possible. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.